Welcome back to Frequency Phoenix 555 for your message or messages. Recon is afoot. I've got intel. Come in. Come on. All is welcome. Grand Rising, Big Cat. Are you fabulous? Are you fabulous, gorgeous and lovely? These questions we'll be answering as we get into what? The slander that's afoot. Just a second. There's something wrong with my mic. Oh, I've got it. I had to capture the comments on the screen. As I was saying, darling dears, before I re-interrupted myself, let's get to it by kicking off with what? The planetary energies. The Libra Sun opposes Chiron. Baby, that's not good. If you've already reached a balanced solution, a compromise is the only way to get through the day, darling dears. If you can't find a balance, get a compromise. But make sure you don't get the what? The end that hasn't got Vaseline, darling dears. We've got to keep it what? Pumping and fresh, darling dears. Letting bygones be bygones is the mature way to handle a dispute. However, so many others are still out for blood right about now, darling dears. Your blood to be in fact. Hey, can't be mine because I'm minding my own business and I know Kung Fu and I've got 3 go-to moves, a bat, security camera and what? Control of myself. Because I got the jazz hands. This cardinal energy is at a standoff and certain parties just aren't ready to budge. Well, guess what? For every action, there is a reaction, darling dears. This is going to be the theme of this Libra season. Finding the balance, looking for compromise, or getting great as you what? Do the tinky winky, darling dears. The moon in Pisces squares Mars in Gemini. Your intuitive and emotional side may seem to conflict with your actions. This conflict can feel a bit strange, but it's an opportunity for you to what? Learn, darling dear. This is why we're all here to learn. Learn from the mistakes. Find our birth natal path. Yes, baby. And stick to it like Gorilla Glue. The slander is afoot, darling dears. Well, guess what? There's a proverb for that too, darling dears. Everything the Most High, Father God, Mother Isis hates. They hate the haughty eyes, those that look with the eyes of the jealous, the envious and the hateful. Yes, baby. The lying tongue. You know those airbenders, those merchants of slander that will separate brother from brother, friend from friend. Yes, those ones. They, them, and those that like to what? Spill the innocent blood. Hearts filled with wicked plans. Bearers of false witness. Hairbenders again, darling dear. And those bearers of false witness would like to what? You have the pen of the men in black to erase memory so they can recreate history in their time-traveling way. Well, guess what, Big Cat? This slander must not be allowed to interrupt your space and time continuum. I think not, Scotty. I think not. Had to put my back into it. Slander. We've all been slandered, darling dears. And when we didn't know ourselves, we acted in our emotionals, gave up our psychological passwords, allowed them to be a tampon string in our life, cut us off from evolution. You're right, it is vulgar. Everything's a sign in these readings, darling dears. Slander, the bedfellow of what? Envy. They can't stand that you have it. Jealousy, they don't want you to have it. And hate, they will do anything in their what? Feeble and limited power to take it from you. slander. There is no easier way for a bottom-feeding tree sloth with yarn for hair, right? No easier or simpler way to damage a big cat's what reputation and character for malice, spite, and revenge. Yes, big cat, revenge. If I had pearls, I'd be clutching them bitches with you. The envious person always reveals your perceived weak points and faults, real or imagined, to simplify or justify their actions against a big cat. Mentioning the weak points and faults of others for recreation and amusement, darling dears, amusement for whom? The dull-eyed ones, those that love to sit at the table of a merchant of slander. Such people enjoy knowing mysteries and the faults of others, and are avid activists when searching for a peccadillo or two. Of course, these factors of their character will not always be obvious, big cat, because of their conscience and their mental personality will not allow it to show. The slander will come in the form of what? Compassion, darling dear, or forbidding of a wrong, or for giving a lesson to others. Well, guess what, darling dears? Divine is going to give them with what? Atikiphobia. What's that you say? The fear that they ain't got nothing good going for them, darling dear. Yes, Divine gave it to them. Why? It was a task, right, for them to complete, to overcome. But did they? No, they didn't. They ran up and down on your name like it was Speedway, darling dears. Dragged you like you was the crypt keeper. And nobody is more bigger than bigger. Is that a word? Is that a word? Biggest, humongous. No one is a more humongous slanderer than someone you left behind, darling dears. Someone who didn't believe in your dream, didn't believe that what you spoke into your life was going to come into existence. Why? They didn't think you'd choose you, big cat. They didn't think you'd find your worthiness and add tax and put yourself on a pedestal high up there. The slander is sent your way, darling dears, to take you from Yasso to Deso. And you don't want to go from Yasso to Deso. Listen, Abraham Lincoln said forward. We don't step back. And we don't what? Tongue wrestle or tussle with whatever they've got going on. In matter of fact, they can pepper dust it, add some more. Whatever they say, you continue to do you and be you. That's how you sock it to them, Scotty, as we call in the energies of wisdom, guidance and protection from Father God, Mother Isis, ancestors, angels, way showers and spiritual guides. Energies, up, big cat, up, as we dive into these peccadillos and see what go on. We're going to do a chakra spread. Yes, baby. Right, let's get a rune. Oh, well, if we're going to come out loud, it might as well be proud with big cat sun energy. Represented by the letter S for a snake. Straight out of Slytherin, darling dears. As well as what? The number 76, 77, 78 to 79. Somebody is slandering on what? Your successes, darling dears. Your victories. How you're going about the fact that you're genuinely happy. Some of you are solo dolo like the boys or girls on the pole, darling dear. Bending the matrix with your badass alchemist ways. They don't like the fact that you've got a happy spark. So they're going to try and bring it down a peg or two. But you must not engage, darling dears. We lead with a strong East Island and Stevie Wonder. We what? We respond, we don't react. And the best way to react in the face of what envy, hate, jealousy, and the big bedfellow what slander is to keep it pushing Scotty, Tinky Winky styly, continue as you were, Officer Big Cat. The sun energy, darling, is, as I said, Big Cat Leo energy. It speaks about what your inner child, having what tamed that beast, that impetuous child that had a hold of your emotionals, kept you in paradigms that you had no business being in, Big Cat. Not at this stage of the game, where we play chess, not checkers. Realizing that your inner child must now be re-crowned as what? The golden child. As you move between the lines, darling dear. The lines were blurred on purpose to see if you'd what? Take up the bait. Well, guess what? You won't. No. Why? You've got better things to be getting on with. Especially if you're going to focus on that. I told you, Big Cat, you better get a grip, Scotty. Get yourself a 5-pound bag of rice and count them one at a time. You can't use pen or paper. So if you miscount, you have to start again before you what? Embody yourself into the middle of slander about you. Good God. If they're talking about you in the streets, you're more important than the news. Why would you what? Interrupt that fan club? Baby, just shake it off. Give it one quick shimmy, Big Cat. And whomsoever told you is a merchant of slander, sent by the what? Devil himself, to come and confuse what you've got going on, make you focused on yesteryear. Yesteryear's kryptonite, and less used for what? Intel, where you dip in and you step away. A back front neck tabber for sure, darling dears, is not happy that you're happy. It also speaks about a happy home. It speaks about travel, darling dears. Yes. The fact that you've transformed in many ways. It could also speak about what the transformation you overcame you after the birth of a child, or you've birthed child and progeny with these people, or you are the parent, the other parent. Think of whatever. Okay then, right. Tomatoes and tomatoes. They're going to try and surprise you with something, darling. There's something that's going to test your willpower, your backbone. Well, guess what? They don't know that you've got your what? You've got your saber across your back, darling dear. The saber of truth. Let's get a domino and see what else is going on. Oh, you've got two of them. The 2 blank and the 4-1 goes to what? A 7, Cancer, chariot energy, represented by the moon, darling dear. It speaks about progress and moving forward, and again it shows success by the numbers, darling dear, by the numbers. 7 brings into mind what you took the time to reflect, or they're reflecting on you, darling dear, done an assessment and have decided to use that knowledge for slander. Be careful of the graves you dig, darling dear. Make sure that yours is deeper. Well, after this read, someone's going to be looking at someone and crack for air, darling dears, because we're not having it, blood. I told you, when you come here, you get the usher, right? You get encouragement to get great, and you get encouragement to what? Keep it moving. Remember Salt Bay, Lot's wife. She got the chance to leave Sodom and Gomorrah, blood. She had her man with her, right? And I picnic them. Did she care that they was running ahead? No! She wanted to look back one more time at what she was leaving behind and got scuppered. Yeah, Salt Bay. Very unlucky, darling dear. Very unlucky. This is why I tell you, mind your own business. Be the CEO of that company. Because when you look back, darling dear, you may be caught in the snare of slander. Yeah. Anyhow, the 2 blank, darling dears. Lean in, Big Cat. Lean in. It speaks about what? Something is going to impact on your life from a loved one. One that's in your hemisphere at this moment, or one that's been told to get out, fetch the black bags. I don't want to go to prison, and you're not making me crack on crazy. I see you. You're weird. Get away. Yeah, that one. They want to make some kind of impact. Why? I just told you, big cat. Some form of success, achievement, progress, moving forward. The chariot also represents a new car, a new vehicle. Maybe you refurbished it. Whatever you did, darling dear. You may even gone on, I don't know, the chariot also represents a mobile home. You could be caravanning in your back garden, blood. Whatever you did, it was fabulous for you and an unfortunate event for them. This is why they've gone into their what? Devious mind to try and find a peccadillo or two to cast against you when you care not. You care not. You better not care not, big cat. Take it as a threat if you wants to. I'll deny it just like Shaggy. Fist bump. Anyhow, as I was saying, the 4-1, darling dears, again, lean further in. This speaks about financial gain, darling dear, relating to some kind of a trip or journey that you've been on, or the financial gain that you're going to receive in order to what? Get that trip going, darling dear. A surprise vacay, or a retreat, a seminar. The Skrilla.coms is on its way, big cat. You've got some aspiration to achieve. Divine is going to gift it to you. If you what? Ignore the slander. Don't get your emotionals involved. I told you, whomsoever has your emotionals is your king. And the only one on this Malkuf that should have your emotionals is a newborn baby. Apart from that, everybody else should be on their own. This is the energy of what the High Priestess, again, moon energy, darling, is. It speaks about secrets in the upright, meaning some secrets are about to be revealed. Something that you filed in your memory bank. You had an inkling or some kind of idea about these people or personages, darling dears. You'd forgotten about them. Why? They're insignificant, what, scuzz buckets. You'd forgotten about them, but they hadn't forgotten about you, big cat. Why? Because you did the slow, quick, slow, and you shut that door. And now they're back from outer space. Yes, baby. They're coming back from outer space. The energy of the 1 is what the badass alchemist ways. It also goes to what? That you've got the energy of the Empress, Earth and Venus energy, as well as the Emperor, Mars and Aries energy. Yes. As well as Mercury and air energy, darling dears. Somebody wants to approach you, but it also speaks about the balancing of your masculine and feminine energy. It also speaks about with the blank in juxtaposed to the what? Protector and provider. You had to be protector and provider. You took a leap of faith. You moved in a different direction. You've always been different, darling dear. Nothing wrong with that. That's the element of the hermit. Stand out for being different, darling dear. Who wants to be part of the crowd or look and act, speak, right? Your whole deportment just like everyone else? Oh gosh, that's so 2017. And that's big cat rule number 57. We want to be unique and unapologetic about it. Pinkies up. The energy of the Emperor also speaks about claiming authority. Somebody wants to stand up in authority, or they may have had an authority in your life in the past when you were stupid, darling dear. We was all there. I'm not picking on you, darling dear. I was right down there with you in the trenches. I was a dummy bat for a time. Yes, I was. It took me 50 whole years. 50, half of 100 to undummy myself, blood. Hey. And it's been a wild, wacky racist ride. When you choose to embrace your shadow side. Oh, I'm a poet. Yeah, listen. If you can't enjoy your own company, I don't understand. I enjoy my own company. I love it so much. I've got time to organize my thoughts. Continue to what? Further my plan for world domination. Yes. All of this and that. I've got time to think about me. Work this just like you. Enjoy your own company, darling dears, as you what? Master your yin and your yang, using your intuition, your discernment, and taking that leap of faith to this new beginning that divine has gifted to you in the face of what? Heinous, right? Pernicious slander. What did your ancestors think about this? Let's see. We're going to use Why does this... I keep putting this deck of tarot cards back over there. Maybe we're going to use that for the reading, but hold on. I was on the oracle card and now it's packed in such a precarious... This is about to fall off. It's so precariously balanced right now. Right? And it's trying to... Somebody don't want me to talk about this. Why am I being interrupted by all of these finer details at this stage of the game? Look what fell out of the cards that are apart. Three of Cups. Yes, baby. Many a meeting has been held in your name, darling dear. Oh, yes. And they are of one mind and one accord. Why can't you see the backs are turned, darling dear? As is your one back is turned, darling dear. You've got three pairs of eyes on you, mate. On you. Now it almost made me forget. We're going to use the ancestors and angels, and the gods and goddesses to get your ancestral message about this. Slanderous what? Pernicious ones. Still living on yesteryear. Unhappy that you're happy. They better get a straw and suck it up. What does your ancestral team think about what's going on? What do they want you to know? Right? Connect with your emotions. What did I just finish saying? Anyone that pulls around your emotions, right, is your king. Respond and don't react. Because by somewhat wicked chance, darling dear, you may get a peccadillo. And if you allow the old you to take over, if you allow that peccadillo that comes your way to trigger the old version of you, then you've already lost. You're not the same person. You're a big cat. I told you many times. And we're best friends. And we do it together like Feldman and Louise. But we're not going off no cliff. Because if you're going to go and... Listen, I can't do that with you. I've got to live. To sock it to him. Fist bump. Master your emotions, darling dear. This is water energy. It speaks about the healing as well as the fluidity that you've applied in the cleansing of your life, darling dear. Using your intuition. And it also speaks about relationships, darling dears. Pay attention to relationships. Somebody wants to come back from the past to bring up the past. A past relationship, darling dears. Okay? Right. We've got it down to 3 syllables. Because I told them. I said to my ancestors. I say to them all the time. If you're going to give us message, we want clear stuff, right? We don't want to have to work it out, right? And we don't want none at 3 a.m., right? If we're in our good sleep, that's where we mind our business the most, when we're asleep. We don't want no answers then. Oh, goodness. What's this? A rest, darling dear. They need to rest it. They need to allow it. They need to forget about it. These slanderous ones with their forked tongue and their gingivitis ways. They need to take a break. And it also speaks about what you've fallen back. Look at all of that lovely purple for dignity, darling dears, as well as what spiritual downloads, knowing that you've been chosen, darling dear. You don't need to worry. Is the key word for this represents, the purple represents the crown chakra, darling dears. The key word for that is I know. Know that you are protected by the Most High, darling dears. Know that it's a ploy, a plot, right, to take you off your gangster and trigger the old version of you. So rest it, yeah? Allow it. This is a test for you, darling dears. What are you going to do when these peccadillos come to your shell like? Are you going to act according to their plan or yours? Always have a plan, darling dears, because if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. I told you, big cats stay ready, so they don't have to get ready when they need to be ready. Pinkies up. Take it in your stride, big cat. Remember, anything you hear is coming to get at your emotionals. And we've already done the healing of the inner child. This is confirmation, and I'm not answering it because I told them not to call me at this time. But it's still confirmation. Sorry about that, guys. I tell people that I'm busy, when I tell people I'm busy, Now it's got me sucking my 31 teeth, and you know how I feel about that. They're going to be put on a post-it note. How about that? And going straight on a post-it note, blood. Yeah. Yeah, base of the deck, darling dears. Divine messages. Pay attention to your downloads, your dreams, darling dears. The sun energy also speaks about what big cat, what solar plexus energy, darling dears. The solar plexus is represented by oh my goodness, come on, K-Sync. Sun energy, big cat Leo energy, as well as Archangel Michael. This is about your what? Control, darling dear. Control. Use your willpower, right? Because it's an attack on your self-esteem. They don't like that you're happy. They are there. Oh, well. Be glad they're mad, darling. They are somewhere out there, over in the hemisphere. Not in your house. You don't want that in your house. You end up in prison with R. Kelly. Base of this deck, winter. Take care of your needs. So you're going to feel the brunt of this particular attack in the winter months. We are in the autumn months at this moment in time, darling dear. So what? Winter is near. And the north must remember. The north also covers what? Your heart chakra, darling dears. Remember to guard your heart. And how do you guard your heart? By controlling your emotions, blood. Told you, big cat. Didn't mean to pick on you, but I meant to pick on you in a kind of a picking kind of a way. Because otherwise I'll still be here to tell you, well, I did tell you. I did. I was not remiss in my duty. To make sure that they don't sock it to you, that you sock it right back to them, and you keep saying, checkmate. Right, now where was that deck? I'm not going to use that deck because it keeps going into my hand. Right, and it's messed up all my other decks over here. Where's the other deck? Trying to get it. Hold on a minute. Now this one, and I'm going to get this one. Which one are we going to lead with? The gold or the blue? First one to give it a shout out, I'll go with it. The gold or the blue? Hey Eric Douglas, big cat wave. I've got my hands full. We've got Andrea, right? Says the gold. Okay, no problem. Base of your deck, be vigilant, blood. I told you they're coming in for a wounding. This is someone that's done you dirty before, or someone's. It could be a whole what? Legion of the wicked, darling dear. There is a meeting at your back. Did we not see the Three of Cups? Something's going down in the mud huts, darling dears, as they what? Cook the books of what? Someone else's mind, darling dear. They're trying to gather what? Intel on you. But you must be vigilant, darling dear. This is why I tell you on a regular basis, move in silence. Not everyone deserves to know what your... No one deserves to know what your next move, what's going on in your romances, and what's in your wallet. No one needs to know that. I just messed around and peed my own self off. Listen. Be vigilant, darling dears. But what? Know that you are being spiritually protected. And every time you are getting the big, what? Double down on the what? Spiritual protection. It's because a lesson is afoot. It's already been foretold in the planetary energies, darling dears. A lesson is on the tableau. Yes, baby. Right. What's at your root chakra? Your foundation. Root chakra is represented by Mars, Aries, and Scorpio energy, darling dears. Archangel Samael. They had some kind of issue with their childhood, darling dear, because the root chakra does represent childhood, a situation that they're trying to move away from. What's this? Oh, they was living in a what? A turbulent household, darling dear, where they didn't have much money, possibly living like Oliver Twist, but with their what? True natural parents, darling dears. This is someone who is a liar. If it's represented by a parent, it was practically a single parent household, darling dears. Somebody had to stand up and take charge, but this person went through some kind of mental health issue. It could have been depression. Well, I'd be depressed if I found out that I had to take care of all of my kids, my progenies by myself, and I wasn't in the 21st century. I'd be upset. But yeah, I'll be upset. This also speaks about root chakra. This person is what? Disloyal, and it also speaks about a destabilization in their finances, darling dears, which is affecting them mentally. This person likes to make it seem like everything is going great, fabulous, gorgeous, and lovely. But Spirit has just let us know. Not nagoso. That's Jamaican for, that ain't quite it, mate. It's not it. Clarified by more Brock Pocketers. Buddy, have you got a dime? Big Cat, do we have time for petty? Do we have time for petty? It's not me. It's my core ball that's making all of those offensive sounds. It's rubbing against my cupboards behind me. Stop picking on me. Them have no pentacale. No pentacale, none. Not a bean. This is a destabilized home, darling dear. It also speaks about somebody who's lying about their finances. This is someone that is wanted at the prison, the bank, and in Keitha because they're on the docket. It also speaks about some kind of a binding situation that they found themselves in. This is a bad contract, a bad romance. This is also someone that has a lack of control, darling dear. They're going to tell anyone that will listen that it's your fault, Big Cat, why they're in that circumstance. This person is also what? How can I put it? They're trying to be an airbender, darling dear. They're lying about a situation between the two of you, how the situation broke down. If you had a household together, if this was a friendship, if this was, they're lying, blood. They're lying. And then broke. Yeah. Yes, baby. All of this and that. The Knight of Peas on its face. Disloyal, darling, they're lacking in direction. This is someone or someone's that can't they're not educationally up there, darling dears. No, they're not quite at what Neanderthal level, but good God, they're not far from it, darling dears. They're not far from it. This is them looking at your eyes through what a fishbowl, darling dears, wanting to push their situation on you. They want to get their echopraxic on. This is someone that is wishing that they had your get up and go because you got up and left a situation that did not serve you. Let's clarify that. What did I say? Them I go through it, blood. At the root chakra, darling dears, that's what a spiritual kick in the nutsack. And they would love to come back and bear all of this on you, darling dear. It also speaks about what? The trumpet, the time out sign is being blown by Archangel Michael, no less. And all of the what? The slanderation, darling dear. They're reminding others of the time when you may have been homeless, you may have been jobless, you may have been what? Batshit crazy, darling dear. Barking at passing cars. They're trying to rehash some kind of destabilization, some kind of distension that's in your life. But you have to remember, this is like the Four of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles is like seeing the Page of Cups on its face. This is somebody who's lazy, but they will what? Highlight somebody else's faults or weak spots to deflect from what's going on in their life, darling dears. Well, guess what? God saw that she's naive. This person is going to try and re-enter your life, darling dear. I know. We're not really in Mercury retrograde. It's the post-retrograde glow, darling dear. It's still going on, darling dears. This is also what, as I said, the bringing up of old things, old faults, old mistakes, darling dears. And they're trying to come across as innocent. So what we got? The sacral chakra, right? Because they're going in, so we might as well, darling dears. We're here, aren't we? The sacral chakra represented by Venus, Taurus, and Libra energy. What emotions are they bottling up? Are they really bottling any emotions, darling dears? Yeah. They got sharp about their what? Lack of motivation, lack of direction, darling dears. Some of them had to what? Curb their travel plans. Why? I just told you, Big Cat. Them don't have it. When karma comes for you, darling dear, it goes straight for your handbag. Your purse. right? It will put you in a workplace where you're working with what? Other little fingers, backstabbers, where there's bureaucracy, darling dears. It will put you in a home with somebody who is a drain on your finances and your mental health, darling dears. Yeah. It will put you what? On a line of study that's going nowhere. Why? You'll never get the full understanding. Yeah. Because it's not your piece of the pie, darling dears. Karma has a way of interrupting people's steps. This is somebody that tried to attack you because the sacral chakra also represents your creativity, your inspiration, how you do what you do, big cat. Well, guess what? They tried to what? Sow injustice and are now reaping calamity. Well, that's their business, darling dears. It's their business. Let the buzz jojo. Look, I never pick up the bell like this. Right? I told you how I found this feather. When I went into the woods for the Capricorn full moon a few months ago, and I was like, I want a sign to say that I'd done the right thing. I was in my fairy glade that's over the road from where I live, right? And as I was walking out, this was on the path. The path was clear. There was no other leaves anywhere. This was on the path. So I said, yep, right, you're coming with me, mate. Yeah. Anyway, like I said, let the bad juju stay with them. Travel plans have to be cancelled, or they can't move, darling dears, because they haven't got it. This is affecting their mental health, and this is making them what? Put more what? Barriers and burdens on themselves as they what? Speak wickedness on your name. It's your fault, big cat. Naughty big cat. All you did was mind your own business. Feeling stuck. Goalless, darling dears. Goalless. The devil's playground, darling dear, for an idle mind. What did I say? In a toxic situation, if they're with a partner that is disingenuous, darling dears, this person has got what? Maybe a few on the roster. I don't know. A few people that they like to talk to, a few people they may be sleeping with, darling dears. But whomsoever it is, it's going nowhere fast. This is the epitome of a lead balloon, darling dear, going down Bobby Brown. It speaks about what? SEX contact, darling dear. They're not satisfied with it. Why? Because it's toxic. It's toxic. They get nothing from the situation. It's a narc meeting upon many narcs, darling dears, and every one of them has a plan. It also speaks about, when you see the ones on its face next to the Two of Cups, this speaks about STD, darling dear. Something that was what? Bandied around in a situation. This is a situation where there may have been friends, a friendship group. So what's at the solar plexus? Okay. Queen of Cups wanting to master the emotions, darling dears. Or they're trying to what? Gauge your emotions to come and approach you. The Knight of Wands is the cup of opium, darling. I said Knight of Wands. It might as well be, because this is what? A cup of opium, a cup of believe what I say, right? Don't look outside. The sky is pink with orange dots. Believe me. This is somebody who is disingenuous, darling dears. They are charming to a fault. Why? Because it's always to look for one-upmanship. Somebody who is emotionally manipulative. Always quick on the move. It also speaks about even a one-night stand, darling dears. But your back is firmly turned. It looks like you've packed in that lid. Or you've put the lid on your cup of what? Unconditional love. It also speaks about what? Being highly intuitive. They know that you're intuitive. But yet they will still try, darling dears. They're trying to gather the will, trying to see if you will put up with or take on what they've got going on. But remember what they said, darling dears. Everything they said, they took that cup, the cup of all of your failures, your broken dreams, and possibly even lies peppered into it to others. The Knight of Cups, right, is not a slow moving knight, but it takes the time to what? Pepper dust the ground with slander before it moves on to another group. This is someone that will tell anyone that will have the time to listen what you did. You're a naughty big cat, all because you minded your business. Base of the deck. Back firmly turned, darling dears. More emotions, darling dears. Yes, more emotions. This is the cup of regret, darling dear. Disappointment, disillusionment, and looking like a whole dickhead. If they think you're going to take that cup, you've paid everything. Your knees, you've paid your heart chakra, you've prayed to God, Buddha, Allah, Jaja, everybody, blood. You remember this trifling throuple they put you in, whether it was friendship, family, whatever the paradigm is for you, big cat. Well, guess what? That same imaginary cup, that friendship cup, has been around the world, and aye, you better be that big cat sitting under the tree with your third eye buffed up to a bitchin' shine. Peter 5'8" up in this bitch of a sober spirit and on the alert, darling dears. On the alert. They come with lies. This is 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups is what? Regret, blood, not remorse. They're not sorry about anything they said or did at your back. And remember, it must be heinous if Father God Most High, Mother Isis, removed you from that situation when you got down on your knees and asked for them to show you who is not for you. Let them be removed. It was like a Black Friday sale. Everybody left. Yeah. They're regretting what they did in the past, darling dears. This is someone that you was loyal to, darling dear, but it was toxic. This is somebody that was chosen to. You was the get out. You was the get out cat, or the builder cat. They would have used you, darling dear, to get where they are right now, or to get to a position where they could find someone they felt was more fitting. Well, guess what they did? They found like-minded souls. Bitter, twisted, backstabbing, lying, spying, mouth breathing, all of the above. All of the above. Good for them. Nothing to do with you, big cat. They're not allowed to have one more round, Julie, with your hairline. Your hairline is important. It's important, big cat. Base of the deck. And this is all they'll do, is betray you again. It's their go-to move, darling dears. The Ten of Swords speaks about backstabbing and betrayal. I told you the sword is about communication. They are slandering you still on them streets because you've taken your loyalty on the road, right? They're under the judgment of it all, darling dears. They want to come back to a situation, but they've got nothing to offer to your table. You are the whole table, big cat. They continue to stab and stab and stab again, and they will tell anyone that will listen that it's your fault why they're not happy. You did it, big cat. Naughty big cat. Betrayal, darling dears. Emotional manipulation. But yet they're the ones looking at your back, darling dears, trying to bring you down from outside the perimeter. So what's at the heart chakra? The heart chakra, as I said, is represented by the North energy. Moon Cancer energy, as well as could possibly be Pisces as well. So where is their compassion, Scotty? Why haven't they got none for the big cat? Why are they still picking on the big cat? Oh. Because you moved on, darling dear, to your fate, destiny, and good luck. I told you. They ain't happy that you're happy. They see you traveling. You may even have intel that's traveling on the internet, darling dears. Whatever way you've traveled, you're not the same person. You're a big cat. Prototype of your lineage. You know your worth. You've added tax. You're having a fabulous, gorgeous, lovely time. The 10 speaks about ending of a cycle. The cycle wasn't over quickly, darling dears. Because as I said, the shadow work is a continuous thing that you will do for the rest of your life in order not to be what? Taken back to where you was. Nobody wants to go back there. The 8 of Wands in the upright, darling dears, it speaks about what? A new love possibly coming towards you, new friendship. Something new is coming towards you, because you see, when all of this wickedness, right, rears its ugly head, it's about because you're about to be blessed. It's a test, darling dears. What actions are you going to take on the messages that are coming towards you, all whilst you're happy? You're really going to allow their words to rain on your parade, knowing that they're coming from what? The crevice of the devil's balls. I told you. Yeah, because the wheel is turning in your favor, darling dears. The wheel of fortune is represented by Jupiter as well as Pisces. Sorry, Jupiter as well as fire energy. It's about the cycles of life, darling dear. It also speaks about some unexpected fortune coming your way, darling dears, which is going to have your heart going boom, diddy, boom, diddy, boom. Whether it's a gamble, an inheritance, or even possibly inheriting knowledge, this is the spiritual protection that is around you. But it's also what? A caution, darling dear. To keep it popping, we don't go backwards. This is going forwards, darling dears. The new direction that you earmarked for yourself. So why they want to attack what you love, darling dears? Because they're heartbroken. You've got the stable found. They're heartbroken, pressed, pumped and perturbed, darling dear. And they've got the bad energy of the bad karmas on them. They're heartbroken. But you're stable, darling dears, getting an 11-11 fade. They can't eat and they can't sleep. So either they're too fat or they're too skinny. Anxious, nervous. And it also speaks about the words, darling dears. This person is also a night whisperer. Yeah, they like to get on the blower. That's Cockney rhyming slang for phone, darling dear. The dog and bone at night time. To what? Cast aspersion on you, big cat. The feeble-minded, they talk at night, mostly. Just like the aliens, they move at night time. Do you remember from that film Alien? Newt told us they move at night, mostly. Yeah, bad energy, darling dears. Moon energy. Deception is definitely afoot. This is the sign of a false friend, darling dear. Somebody that is a cheater. They cheat on themselves when they what? Got the what? The red card. The red card to get out of your life. They cheated themselves out of a true friend. Somebody who was loyal, Queen of Cups. Somebody who put their interests first. And then what did they do? They manipulated it. They came through the Knight of Cups, darling dear, with Two of Cups ways. Good God, reversed, I might add. Oh, hell no. They can't sleep at night. Because of what you've created, darling dears. This is mutual minds calling in your like-minded souls. Your true soul tribe, darling dear. An 11-11 fade at this stage of the game is absolutely fabulous, gorgeous and lovely. This is being stable, darling dears. Finding peace and harmony and being blessed. Working with those that have what? The same mind. Mutual benefit, darling dear. That's what it's about at this stage of the game. Like-minded souls. They would love you to still be what? Depressed over the betrayal they perpetrated in your existence at the heart chakra. Heartbreak can kill you, you know. It's a silent killer. You can't be heartbroken over someone that did you so dirty and is still doing you dirty. For the betrayal, the Three of Swords at the heart chakra. They're still doing you dirty, darling dears. So why won't they pack it in? That's the question I want to ask. Why won't they pack it in? Let's get another deck. Why not, eh? We're here. Why won't they pack it in? Why won't they pack it in? Because they want to come back. Ace of Cups, darling dears. They don't know how to fill up their own cup of love, darling. I told you they're devoid of true emotions. And can you not see the multiple streams of income? You're working, mate. You're doing something right. Success, darling dear. Right? Look! They're jealous of you. They're in competition with you, darling dears. Confusion and fighting, darling dears. This is what they want to come and cause in your life. To bring back what happened of old. Of yesteryear, put you in competition with others, and there's the Five of Wands, gossiping amongst others about you. and embellishing what they don't know for true fact. Embellishing it, darling dears. They've got a right to have atikiphobia, fear of being good enough. Good enough? Again, moon energy for the bad juju, darling dears. Malicious words. The spiteful intent, darling dears. They're not understanding how you're still able to stand up proud, and you're still defending yourself. And these are not spears, darling dears. These are flowers. You look peaceful, but you're a Bushido warrior on the inside, darling dears. Bravery, darling dears. And the dull yellow in the background is the evil eye of Sauron. They're jealousy. Jealousy, but everything is at your back. They're discussing you in duos and thraples, blood. And guess what? Divine is watching all of these messages. They don't want to pack it in, darling dears. Because they still want to win. They want to see if they've still got some kind of emotional control of you. They want that hold so that they... Because when somebody's got your emotionals, darling dears, you do some wild and crazy shiznai, thinking that this person loves you. They don't love you. They love what you represent, big cat. You represent what? Transformation. You represent what? Phoenix, darling dears. From the ashes, baby. You resent. I just nearly said resent. They resent you, darling dears. Freudian slip meant to come out. They resent the fact that you're intuitive. You know about them. You use your discernment. Some of you are readers, but you use your intuition to get you from a situation and know that it's what? It's coming towards you in the winter months. So be on the alert, darling dear. Look what's underneath that. You better what? Be standing your ground, darling dear. About the throat chakra. So let's get into it, mate. What exactly are they talking the most down on pertaining to the big cat? What exactly are they talking the most down on? What's at their throat chakra? Tiresome, boring. What's at their throat chakra? What's coming out of their gingivitis mouth as they what? Mouth breathe. As they continue to... Nothing good, mate. Nothing good, mate. Hey, they're telling people that what? You're mad, you're crazy, you don't have a hold on reality. They're stabbing you at every turn, darling dears. But the Knight of Swords in the reverse speaks about no new material. So they're rehashing new things. I mean, old things as new, darling dear. And all because you're happy. How dare you, big cat? All because you what? You're not allowing the past to block your blessings, big cat. You're not. If you've got progeny, your progeny are happy. Everybody's looking towards their future, but still living in the present, which is a gift. Sun card again in the upright. You've got the sun card here and on the rune, darling dears. 2 times again, pointing to the high priestess. Or priest in you, darling dear. You know their secret. Their secret is that they're addicted to you and what you've got going on. They can't believe it. They can't believe it. They've never experienced this type of what? Knowing thy worth and getting great behavior from you before. When it was always there, darling dears. But they was too busy what? Fighting you, betraying you, disappointing you, making you can't sleep at night time, right? Being rapid with your hairline, darling dears. Rapid. They don't like the fact that you're happy. They're looking things, I don't know, because like the 9 of Cups is about emotional, because they're not getting the desired reaction from you. They haven't. You've nipped everything in the bud. You're dealing with it like Easter Island Stevie Wonder. This is grey rock, darling dears. Not reacting. Base of the deck. This is why you're winning, darling dears. Winning. Clarify the 6 of Wands. Continue forward, darling dears, to your infinite possibilities, opportunities that are coming towards you. Yes, it's a page, but it's also a page that comes with a message of opportunities, darling dears. New ideas. And it also speaks about what someone coming towards you with helping hands. I told you about the skullduggerous hands, darling dears. We do our boosy badass. I don't care who it is. Everyone must be interviewed. No one can get close to the big cat without them being interviewed. Take you off your purpose, make you have to come back and live this life again on this Malkuth with these same bottom feeders. I think not, Scotty. We're getting it right this time. It may be the 1 millionth time, but we're getting it right and we ain't coming back. And to ensure that we're not coming back, we're going to leave this world and not take anything with us. How about that? We don't want to take nothing with us. We want to go naked. How about that? We don't want to come back. What's at your third eye? Progress, darling dears. They see the progress that you're making, the success you're making of your life. It doesn't matter if you went through financial loss, darling dear. You lost a home. Maybe even lost your car. You may have even lost your mind. To mental illness, whatever you went through, you still got back up and got great. They see the progress, darling dears. They see you as spiritually gifted, spiritually guided. They call it luck. They call it luck. How dare they speak out of their air-bending gingivitis mouth and say that? It's not luck. When it's in you, mate, it's in you. Base of the deck, darling dear. And they aren't in you. Not by a long shot. Whatever they'd like to leave at your doorway, you ain't got the passion for, darling dears. You haven't got a vacant orifice, nor do you have what? An open door policy. Not to the wicked that have been wicked. And you know that they was wicked. Ace of Wands on its face. This is a liar. This is a manipulator, darling dears. No new beginnings in their situation. And yet you are progressing, which is causing what? Major tower moment after tower moment. The sudden change of it all. The wheel of what? Fate, destiny, and good luck is not turning in their favor. They need to give up the slandering, yeah? Two major arcana. Whatever they planned they had for you, darling dear, it's been scuppered, cut short. There's no wind beneath their wings. They're just like the dodo. They're grounded and about to be what? Extinct, darling dears. Extinct. The tower moment speaks about what? You intuitively knew to leave that situation for your mental health, darling dear. You was down to one skrilla. One good skrilla. Oh gosh, I'm telling you, I'm getting a headache. I'm getting a tension headache. It's the T-Rex arms of it all, darling. Doesn't give him tension headache. Look what the cards just told me. Be strong, big cat. I am being strong. Come on. Oh dear. Yeah. You're not returning to that situation, right? Straight back to the knife's edge, where your choices was taken away from you. Why? Reversal speaks about lies, cognitive dissonance, darling dear. Really groundbreaking stuff, darling dear. They would like you to be vulnerable and weak and to have forgotten everything. They want that pen, that man in black, the men in black pen, to erase your memory so they can do you worse the next time they come through, darling dears. This is somebody who doesn't know how to approach you, darling dears. This is someone that doesn't want you to be able to stand up for yourself. This is someone that wants you to still be living on hurt from the past, darling dears. Their words, their actions, their dastardly deeds. Don't be nobody's fool, darling dears. If you've already made a choice, which was to choose yourself and the Most High, stick to your choice, darling dear. Stick to your choice. What's at the crown chakra? The crown chakra is represented by Jupiter, Pisces, and Sagittarius energy, darling dears. What does Divine want you to know about this situation? Thank you. Fear nothing, mate. It's like when those people, was it when they had to mark their door so that the angel of death can pass over their door, darling dears? Whatever they plan for you, darling dear, it's not going to work. Judgment on its face. They got it in the upright. Know that you are protected, you are being guided, and know that this is a lesson and a chance for you to upgrade. Yes, baby, upgrade. You think that blessings in your handbag, your pocketbook, and your purse is the only thing, the only abundance that you can be gifted with? But this is about clarity of mind, 9 of swords. No weapon and no words can what be formed? They can be formed, darling dears. But don't listen, don't pay any attention. You're the one that is the prize. You're the one that's about to boss up, not them, darling dear. And you can't take them with you because they don't like it. They don't like your hairline or your eyelashes. How about that? Know your worth, darling dears. This is someone, judgment on its face is someone who is not telling the truth of their situation, darling dear. Not even telling the truth to themselves. This is someone bordering on what? Crack on crazy. Blame shifting and mean. Oh gosh, we're at the 61. I'm such a chatty cat. Let's get some final messages and then we're out of here. On the slandering slanderers. Right, we've got fire energy. It's telling you to don't get smoked. And we've got the Saturn coming through with the rules and regulations, darling dears. It also speaks about your achievements and mastery and the structure you've created in your life. The 10th house and all of that. Now we know why they're mad. Now we know why they're chopping it up in them streets. Now we know why they dare come out of the mud hut. But then again, even if they do come out, it's still in the village of the damned. Now we know fire energy. This speaks again, I told you, it could be sexual energy as well. The fact that you've found this inner strength, right? Fire energy is masculine energy, operating in your masculine mode. And this is about them wanting to be impulsive, darling dear. They want to be impulsive with you. Impulsive with a big cat. That's a lot of cards. I'm going to take the one. Oh, look. And they're effing liar. A skin peeling liar. Everything they're saying about you is a lie. So they've added more to the pot, darling dear. More to the pot. They want to affect you, darling dears. Just take a breath, darling dears. If you hear anything, don't get involved. Remember, you are at what testing stage? You're about to level up. There's something major coming towards you. The energy of the 4 is protector and provider. Divine is about to provide what you asked for. You only have to ask, but you have to what? Show due diligence. We saw the energy of Saturn. Saturn is the father of time, darling dears. It's time for you to what? Get your rewards. But remember, take the time to breathe, darling dears. Because sometimes when you hear something that is so heinous, you catch your breath. And that's when you allow the monkey mind, the conscious mind to take over. Next thing you know, you're in A&E. And they're calling out the last 45 minutes on you. Who do you want to call? No, mate. I know it's a bit extreme, but good God. How else can I tell you, Scotty? Base of your deck, darling dears. Focus on your mental health. Focus on the abundance. Pentacles, like I said, it could be anything. Focus on your job. Focus on your what? Getting your promotions, darling dears. Getting yourself educated. Moving to a new domicile. We've seen the 4 of Wands in the upright. Somebody's moving into a new home today. Congratulations. Don't tell them where you've gone. Be silent, darling dears. Why? Because they're going to be in their emotions and their feelings. Moon energy again. They're going to be even more in their feelings that you've managed to secure. What? Another domicile, a new job, a new position. Babe, leave whatever they've got on the table. I told you, don't involve yourself in it. It's got nothing to do with you, right? Let them lead with the what? Speculation. Because it's not doing them any good. Continue to be elusive. Continue to move in silence. And continue to be what? Proverbs 12:24, big cat. A hustler. A silent hustler. While you manage your emotions and not allowing yourself to tongue wrestle or tussle with a pet cemeteryite. On that note, please like, subscribe and share. Share these messages with whomsoever you feel needs it. Hit the notification bell so you will be notified when I'm kicking my way through these tarot streets again. And as I always say, don't get smoked. And don't smoke yourself. Never you forget, in those famous words of Forrest Gump, Life is a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. But you can what? Use your intuition to which one you're going to choose. From the ashes, baby.